Hey there, folks. Welcome to another exciting episode where we delve into the fascinating world of finance and technology. Tonight, we're diving into the world of high finance, where traditional money meets cutting-edge technology. Hold on to your hats because things are about to get interesting. We're about to explore a revolutionary development that's shaking up the financial world. We're talking about China's digital yuan, a new form of currency that's making waves across the globe. This isn't your grandma's yuan tucked away in a red envelope during Chinese New Year. This is something entirely different. This is a digital powerhouse with the potential to shake up the global financial system. Imagine a currency that's not just paper or metal but entirely digital. Imagine a world where international transactions happen in the blink of an eye. No more waiting, no more delays. We're talking no more pesky SWIFT codes, no more waiting days for payments to clear. Transactions could be instantaneous. Now picture this, a currency that could potentially chip away at the dominance of the US dollar. The digital yuan could change the balance of power in global finance. That's the promise and, let's be honest, the threat of China's digital yuan. It's a game changer that has everyone from Wall Street to Main Street talking. It's a bold move by China, and it's got the whole world watching. Financial experts, economists, and governments are all paying close attention. So, buckle up as we unpack the digital yuan and what it means for the future of money as we know it. We'll explore its potential impacts, the technology behind it, and what it could mean for you and me. The digital yuan isn't just a concept, it's already being tested in various cities across China. People are using it for everyday transactions, from buying groceries to paying for public transport. The Chinese government is pushing hard for the adoption of this digital currency. They see it as a way to modernize the economy and gain a competitive edge in the global market. But it's not just about convenience. The digital yuan could also streamline international trade, making it easier and faster to do business across borders. Of course, with any new technology, there are concerns. Security is a big one. How safe is the digital yuan? What measures are in place to protect against fraud and hacking? And then there's the question of privacy. How much information will the government have about your transactions? These are important issues that need to be addressed. The digital yuan also has geopolitical implications. How will other countries respond? Will they develop their own digital currencies to compete? One thing is for sure, the digital yuan is a glimpse into the future of money. It's a bold experiment that could reshape the financial landscape. So stay tuned as we continue to explore this fascinating topic. The world of finance is changing, and the digital yuan is at the forefront of this revolution. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on the latest in finance and technology. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed. Okay, let's break this down. What exactly is the digital yuan? In the simplest terms, it's like having cash on your phone, but instead of crumpled bills, you have digital tokens backed by the Chinese government. It's called e-CNY, and it's basically the digital version of China's physical currency, the renminbi. Think of it like this, you've got Alipay and WeChat Pay, right? Those are payment platforms. The digital yuan is the actual currency that flows through them. It's all about cutting out those middlemen and making transactions smoother than a baby panda's bottom. Now here's the kicker. The digital yuan is a central bank digital currency, CBDC, meaning it's issued directly by the People's Bank of China. That gives the Chinese government a whole lot of control and oversight over how it's used. So, why is China going all in on digital currency? It's a question that has intrigued economists, policymakers, and tech enthusiasts alike. Well, for starters, they want to modernize their financial system and make it more efficient. The traditional banking system, with its layers of bureaucracy and outdated technology, is ripe for an overhaul. But let's not kid ourselves, folks. There's a bigger game afoot. This isn't just about efficiency or modernization. It's about power, influence, and control on a global scale. China has been eyeing the US dollar's dominance for a while now. The US dollar has been the world's primary reserve currency for decades, giving the United States significant leverage in international trade and finance, and the digital yuan, it's a strategic play to challenge that dominance. By introducing a state-controlled digital currency, China aims to create an alternative to the US dollar that can be used in international transactions. By creating a digital currency that can operate outside the traditional financial system, China's aiming to reduce its dependence on the US dollar. This move could potentially shift the balance of economic power. Remember SWIFT, the global financial messaging system? It's like the WhatsApp of international money transfers. SWIFT facilitates the majority of cross-border payments, making it a crucial component of the global financial infrastructure. But guess what? The US has a lot of sway over SWIFT, and they've used it to their advantage in the past, slapping sanctions on countries they don't like. This has made many nations wary of relying too heavily on a system that can be influenced by US policy. China, they're not fans of that. They see the potential for the US to use its control over SWIFT as a geopolitical weapon, and they want to mitigate that risk. They see the digital yuan as a way to bypass SWIFT altogether and create a parallel financial system. This new system would allow China to conduct international transactions without the need for US dollars or the SWIFT network. The development of the digital yuan is also a testament to China's technological ambitions. By leveraging blockchain technology, China is positioning itself at the forefront of the digital currency revolution. And it's not just about China. Other countries are watching closely, considering their own digital currency initiatives. The success of the digital yuan could inspire a wave of similar projects around the world. Imagine a world where international trade is conducted using digital currencies, bypassing traditional banking systems and reducing transaction costs. This could revolutionize global commerce and shift the economic landscape. Just as gold once served as the backbone of the global financial system, digital currencies could become the new standard. The digital yuan is a bold step in that direction, challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. On a more practical level, the digital yuan offers convenience and security for everyday transactions. Chinese citizens can use digital wallets to make payments seamlessly, reducing the need for cash and traditional banking services. The Chinese government is actively promoting the adoption of the digital yuan, with public awareness campaigns and incentives for businesses to accept digital payments. This top-down approach ensures a smooth transition to the new system. The global financial markets are taking note. Investors and analysts are closely monitoring the impact of the digital yuan, speculating on how it will affect the value of traditional currencies and the dynamics of international trade. As we look to the future, the rise of digital currencies like the digital yuan represents a significant shift in the financial landscape. It's a move towards a more interconnected, efficient, and potentially more equitable global economy. The journey is just beginning, and the world will be watching closely as China continues to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible in the realm of digital finance. The digital yuan is more than just a currency, it's a vision for the future of money. Section 4. The digital yuan in action, from Russia to the Middle East. The digital yuan, also known as the e-CNY, is not just a concept on paper or a distant dream. It is a reality that is unfolding right before our eyes, and its impact is being felt across continents. Don't think this is just some futuristic fantasy, folks. The digital yuan is here, and it's already making significant strides in the global financial ecosystem. Imagine walking through the bustling streets of Shanghai or Beijing, where digital currency transactions are as common as buying a cup of coffee. The digital yuan is already making waves on the global stage. At international finance conferences, experts and analysts are closely watching its progress. The screens displaying global financial markets now include digital currency rates, and the digital yuan is becoming a topic of serious discussion. China's been busy signing currency agreements left and right. These agreements are not just symbolic, they represent a strategic move to integrate the digital yuan into the global financial system. Chinese officials are working tirelessly to ensure that the digital yuan is accepted and used in various international transactions. They're using it for cross-border payments with Russia, Thailand, and other countries. This is not just about convenience, it's about creating a new financial ecosystem that is less dependent on traditional currencies like the US dollar and the UAE, to name a few. Business meetings in these countries now often include discussions about the digital yuan and how it can be used to facilitate smoother and more efficient transactions. The digital yuan is becoming a preferred choice for many international businesses. And here's the thing. For countries that are feeling the squeeze from US sanctions like Russia and Iran, the digital yuan is looking pretty darn appealing. These countries are actively seeking alternatives to the US-dominated financial system, and the digital yuan offers a viable solution. The digital yuan is looking pretty darn appealing. It's not just about avoiding sanctions, it's about having more control over their financial transactions and reducing their reliance on the US dollar. The digital yuan provides a level of financial independence that is highly attractive to these nations. It's a way for them to do business without having to rely on the US-dominated financial system. This shift is significant because it represents a move towards a more multipolar financial world, where no single currency holds absolute dominance. The digital yuan is at the forefront of this change. Now, these are still early days, and the digital yuan is just beginning to find its footing on the global stage. Financial analysts are keeping a close eye on its development, and early adopters are already experimenting with its potential uses. The excitement around the digital yuan is palpable, and the volumes of these transactions are relatively small compared to the dollar's massive trading volume. However, every significant change starts small. The initial transaction volumes may be modest, but they are steadily increasing as more countries and businesses begin to see the benefits of using the digital yuan. But the trend is clear. The digital yuan is slowly but surely gaining traction on the international stage. As global financial market trends evolve, the digital yuan is gaining acceptance in international trade. Its journey from a national experiment to a global player is a testament to China's vision and determination to reshape the future of finance. Section 5. A wrench in the dollar's hegemony? Now, the big question on everyone's minds: can the digital yuan really dethrone the US dollar as the world's reserve currency? Well, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely a possibility down the line. The dollar's dominance has been slipping a bit in recent years. Countries are looking for alternatives, and the digital yuan, with its speed and low transaction costs, is positioning itself as a viable option. Plus, China's got a few things going for it. It's got the world's second-largest economy, and it's a major player in global trade. If China can convince more countries to use the digital yuan for trade and investment, it could start to chip away at the dollar's dominance.